What's good? We back. It's the Boxing Link and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella bringing y'all another video. Want to know if it's important or should it be on Lomachenko's bucket list to, avenge his loss to Orlando Salido? Is it going to be hung over his head in his career? We back speaking of real trio boxing talk, and as far as the fans, yeah, because that's the number one thing Lomachenko fans haters throw out there is he lost to Orlando Salido. It's a guy who had 10 losses. They didn't care that he only had 2 fights, or 1 fight at that point in his career. But, it's his fault, though. It's his fault that he lost that fight. He was in that predicament, not for taking the fight, but for people who know what I'm talking about as far as, letting Orlando Salido rehydrate, and he missed weight. Now, he couldn't control Orlando Salido missing weight, but he could have told Orlando Salido that if he didn't make weight, if he didn't make a certain weight the next day, that he wasn't going to fight him when the fight was off, and Salido wouldn't have made his money to go buy his beer or whatever. But he didn't do that. He was cocky. He was overconfident. He was arrogant. He thought Orlando Salido was a bum. And Orlando Salido, he took his advantage and he went upside, Lomachenko's head. And as a competitor, man, when I lose, I want to get the person back that beat me. Unless it's at the point where, he just decapitated me so bad in a game or something. I know I can't beat him. I'm just gonna move on and try my luck to the next guy. But that usually ain't me. I'm hard headed, man. You got to put my ass like 1,000 times for me to get the message. And for Lomachenko, he didn't care. Orlando Salido lost his title because he missed weight and Lomachenko didn't win it. And Lomachenko got to fight for the title again, which I thought was horse shit. He got 2 title shots in his first, in his second and third fight. I thought he should have had to get a win or some shit like that. I mean, at the end of the day, you did lose. So you 1-1. So you think you get another title shot in your third fight? Hell no. But that's just that's just how boxing is. It's corrupt. But I thought he should have tied those loose ends and whooped Orlando Salido ass, man. He showed a lot of promise coming down the stretch. Salido career definitely went down a different turn, and I think he got a defeat in there or two. And at the point, Lomachenko was like, "No, I'm good." And his manager Ingus, I can't stand that faggot. Said, "Oh, we don't need Lomachenko, man. You see the way his career went, and Lomachenko's career, where Lomachenko said that we don't need him." So I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, he lost to a guy with 10 losses, man. So that's always gonna be thrown out there as a actual fact for Lomachenko. But like I said, everybody act like he's done some great things. He walked on water and, he turned, water to wine, but he really didn't, man. Like I said, you could tear his resume up like you tear other people's resumes up, just plain and simple. But I see that this dude is a very skilled guy. He got special and unique qualities. He got a style that I think I have never seen in boxing. His footwork is like twinkle toes, and it's beautiful to watch him work when he's in the zone. He's totally, just more offense than defense. I know a lot of people say he's a good defensive fighter, but it's not really a good defensive fighter, man. He's just a really good offensive fighter with a unique footwork. And, I think in a rematch, he will definitely beat Salido. Can't tell me nothing different. I think he definitely learned from the Salido fight and took, some of that aggression to Gary Russell. And, bop that bobblehead ass motherfucker off, man. I fuck with Gary Russell, but, he was bullying the fuck out of Gary Russell in that fight. And Gary Russell tried to compete. He was just no match, and he couldn't match wits with Lomachenko. But, I think he should have ran it back with Salido, man. Really did. I would have made that my priority. It would have been on my bucket list. As soon as I won the title, I'm saying, what you want to do, dog? You want to run it back? Let's fight. And obviously, Salido, a lot of people saying Salido was pricing himself out, but sometimes you got to take less to go ahead and make amends, man. And, Lomachenko, he wasn't willing to take less. He wanted his money, and he knew Bob Arum could sway the media because he has the major media and the boxing writers in his back pocket to never mention this fight, and they go away just like that. And that's how it does. You don't hear, too much ESPN, talk about this fight. You don't hear, the boxing writers, bring this up. You don't hear that. That one is basically like a donut on that TV screen when it comes on ESPN. Like it doesn't fucking exist, he just fought Salido, it was a hiccup, he missed weight, and it really don't count, what I'm saying? And that's how they gonna treat it, man. When you got control of the media, which Bob Arum does, I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's the perks of being a guy that's like 88, 89, almost 90 years old as a promoter and still being cognitive of aware and still sharp enough to run your promotional company where can't nobody tell you shit and you still the boss. You know, he got ESPN in his back pocket. He got Dan Rayfield, Stevie Kim, Doug Fisher, all those guys in his back pocket. You know, when you accommodate guys for rooms, you pay for their rooms, and you give them, you know, this nice spread of food when they come watch the fights. You give them their press passes. You know what I'm saying? You know, you pay for their rental cars and their Ubers and shit like that. You know, of course they're gonna kiss your ass because when they start talking bad and writing bad about you or bad about your fighter, you know what I'm saying? You know, then you can cut them off. You cut them off, and they can't come to fights. Then they don't got the means to get to the fights. Then they got to spend their own money. So a lot of the guys scared to speak up, man. That's the reason why you see the major media, you know, kind of favor, you know, a lot of different fighters because they're in the back pockets of a lot of people. And a lot of these guys out here, you know, they follow what these major media guys say, and they bring their fanboy shit to these channels, man. And this ain't, you know, this LDBC shit, this YTBC shit, this YouTube shit, this ain't for the faint of heart. This social media shit is not for the faint of heart. You know, if you don't come with the correct facts, you will get ate up. And just because you listen to what the Dan Rayfield say, Stevie Kim, Doug Fisher, what they say, don't mean it's actual facts, man. You know, they paid to sway their opinion, man. Ain't nobody on the YTBC, LDBC, or on YouTube paid to sway their opinion. Not for them, unless they part of the major media and they start a channel. Anybody paid to sway their opinion, man. But yeah, I thought he should have ran it back. But at the end of the day, you know, people gonna act like the Orlando Salido shit didn't happen, man. But it did. He out here stealing beers at the liquor store and shit. And in the morning, I don't know what he doing. I think he pretty much finished and happy with his career. I know he took a beating by somebody, but Chet Vargas, I don't know who the fuck it was. He got his ass whooped, and then Lomachenko was like, you know what, it ain't even worth it no more, man. You know, me beating this guy just be avenging. But at the end of the day, Colo avenged his loss versus Marco Cheeto. So I thought Lomachenko should have, you know, offered, you know, Salido what he wanted. You know, even had to take a loss, whoop his ass, and just get it over with, man. Because people going to continue to bring it up. You know, in his career, it's going to be just as synonymous as him being a great fighter. And, oh, you got beat by Salido. You forget that. So I thought he should have beat him. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Bob will cover it up. TBCMR, we on.